Welcome back to LiveLeanTV. I'm Jessica Guthrow. I'm going to show you my top 5 barbell exercises for tightening and toning your glutes. BabX is now available in our app. I'm so proud of this program. It's one of my all-time favorites that I use at least once or twice a year to keep my cheeks in check and keep that firm and tight and toned in that back side. If you want to grow your glutes, just remember you have to eat in a caloric surplus while using these moves. If you just want to tone, eat your normal maintenance amounts and do these moves, and the results will just be firmer, tighter, and smoother cheekies. The BabX program has a ton of variety in it. You're going to be using a barbell, bands, Swiss ball, dumbbells, some body weight only exercises, and a lot of unique moves. But in this video, I'm just going to talk about these top 5 barbell exercises that are also included in the program. These are fundamental for building booty strength. So I'm going to give you some coaching cues and tips on how to do them properly. First up, the barbell back squat. Focus on pushing your butt back and down. That's what I'm thinking about throughout this motion. Also maintaining a flat spine and a tight core. I'm driving my heels down into the floor to rise up and make sure that I can contract the glutes. The goal here is to build up the muscle tension. So remember that. To work the muscles, stay focused on that goal instead of just going through the motions. Make sure with each rep you're stretching and contracting your glutes. Although you do want to go full range of motion, you want to avoid locking at your knee or hip joints because that takes tension off of the muscles and it's harder on your joints. You want to build tension throughout the set so that by the end your glutes are exhausted. Next up, the barbell stiff leg deadlift. So keep your legs stiff but not locked at the knee joints. That's important to help you feel this more in the glutes. Keep a slight bend throughout your knees and really focus on hinging at your hips, keeping a flat back with your pelvis tilted. So really elongating the glutes and hamstrings, and then when you come up, flex. But make sure this is a very controlled movement, so no jerking or dropping motions. Holding the bar close to your shins as a guide for where that bar should be. You want it as close to your center line as possible, and press your heels down onto the floor to really activate the back side of your body muscles. Keep your neck in a neutral position, so looking down at the ground, or if you want to watch your form, you can look to the side into the mirror, but make sure that you don't crank your chin up and flex your neck. Also think of the eccentric stretch as the highest priority for this exercise, so really lengthen those hamstrings. That's the most important part. Third is the barbell hip thrust. So sit down, roll that bar forward towards your hips. Make sure you're using the lines on the barbell to find where the middle is. You want it to be centered so it doesn't wobble right to left. Then place your shoulders on a bench to elevate your position. This puts you in the perfect, ideal range of motion position to be able to flex your glutes fully. The foot position is important, so make sure that your feet are directly below your knees and toes slightly pointed out. That will really help you flex your glutes more. Focus on the lengthening and shortening of the glutes. You won't feel a stretch here, but you'll feel a lot of tension build with that flex and the pressure from the barbell. Keep the neck in a neutral position and your core engaged throughout the set, so the top should be flat, not bowed. Fourth up is the barbell Bulgarian split squat. You've got to master your balance before adding weight to this. So before you do it with a barbell, do it body weight only. Make sure you place your back foot on the bench with the laces down. Focus primarily on the front leg, but also flex your back leg at the top. Start with your weaker side first and let that set the bar for how many reps you'll do on the other side. Number 5 is the barbell kneeling hip thrust. It allows your lower legs to relax, which isolates the hip movement. So it makes it more isolated on the glutes and less of an overall leg exercise. With your setup, make sure that your knees are wide enough that it makes room for your booty to go in between your heels to get full range of motion. You're going to lower your butt back and down and then thrust your hips forward, but make sure not to go too far forward. Stop when your hips are in line with the barbell and flex your glutes super tight at the top of each movement and control the lowering. If you're feeling inspired and ready to have your own booty transformation, you've got to check out my BabX program, one of my all-time favorite ways to train. I love this program. I love the way the workouts feel. I love the results even more. So get on BabX. It's a 9-week structure, so 63 days of day by day. You just follow along, do what the program says. You are going to love the results. It's really focused on that area, but you're also going to be getting a mix of cardio and full body work too. So join us in our new app. This is the best way to get new workouts, new programs. All of our latest content is in here. So let's get inside. I'll see you in there.